Thanks for tuning in to Steel City Football, the 4-1-2. It's a great day to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. Let's jump right in. TJ Watt has every right to be absolutely disgusted with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the way his contract negotiations have gone. Never mind being the last player to be taken care of. He has to sit back and think to himself, look at all the money the Pittsburgh Steelers have paid players this offseason who have never once played it down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, when are the Pittsburgh Steelers ever going to learn? They did this with Rod Woodson, they did it with Franco Harris. TJ Watt is not just another player, he's an absolute legend. He is the best pass rusher that has ever played in the NFL. That is statistically proven. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Pittsburgh Steeler fan or TJ Watt fan. Those are the facts. And when you sit back and when TJ Watt sits back and he sees all this money being dished out, and you don't want to pay the man. You want to give him a hard time, 3 years, 5 years. See, I have a question for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It keeps being reported that some of the contract negotiations, the stalling comes from TJ Watt's 5 years, and you want to give him 3 years. So TJ Watt is 30 years old. Being 30 years old in today's NFL is not being 30 years old in the 1990s. So let's just say, hypothetically, TJ Watt gives you another 3 to 4 years of solid to excellent play, which he will. And then in his final year of the contract, he's a situational pass rusher, helping mold the younger players, showing them what it takes to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. You don't think he's worth that investment? You want him to finish his last year as a situational pass rusher somewhere else? I mean, seriously? Because I keep hearing from reports that 3 years is too expensive and 5 years is too much. And I think that's a complete joke and a disgrace. All you keep hearing from fans and so-called media experts is TJ Watt had a down season last year. He didn't play well. He had 11.5 sacks, six forced fumbles, and he was ranked number one in run defense, setting the edge for pass rushers. But in somebody's delusional mind, TJ Watt didn't have a good season. He's not the best pass rusher in the league when it's been proven statistically that he is. So at this point, if I'm TJ Watt, you know what I'm doing? I'm taking all of this personally, every single second of it. And I'm not giving the Pittsburgh Steelers a discount. See, remember in the last contract negotiations, TJ Watt kicked the door down and told the Pittsburgh Steelers he'll take it. He took a home team discount in the last contract negotiations. And you think the Steelers would say to themselves, you know what? He did the right thing the last time around. This would probably be his last big contract. He deserves every penny. His leadership, his play, his off the field behavior, everything that he brings to the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's an investment. He's worth it. And not just that, the Pittsburgh Steelers are taking care of everybody else but him. It makes me sick. Like, I don't want to hear it's just business. If this is the way the Pittsburgh Steelers are known to be the classiest organization in the entire league, then they should act like it and give TJ Watt exactly what he's worth. And you know what he's worth? He's worth more money than every single pass rusher in the NFL. So then I come across this article, and some of these beat writers for the Pittsburgh Steelers, not only are they delusional, not based in reality, then they just lie and they try to make up things to grab headlines and attention. Wait till we get into this article. Kinkhabwala, Steelers told TJ Watt during the 2021 negotiations, you're fortunate to be a Steeler. I highly doubt this, but let's get into the article. Here's what the disconnect is, Kinkhabwala told hosts Andrew Filippani and Chris Mueller. And this is what happened the last time around in these negotiations. TJ Watt was openly told, you're fortunate to be a Steeler. And his response was, you're fortunate to have me. Then she goes on to say, and this is the important part, perhaps Pittsburgh didn't use exactly that language. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I want you to picture this. If you're TJ Watt in a room and the Pittsburgh Steelers told you that, you would think that's the most arrogant statement that you've ever heard. So Kinkhabwala, she's reporting this, and she knows damn well that Art Rooney and the Pittsburgh Steelers never said this. See, I'm not all about firing people every time they have a disagreement with somebody or they want to debate you. But when you just flat out lie, and that's what she's doing here, she should not be a beat writer for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want to ask her something. Kinkhabwala, were you in the room when this was said? Did you hear this secondhand? See, you don't even have to hear it secondhand because you just openly admitted that the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't use this type of language in the alleged insult directed at TJ Watt. So, what the hell are you talking about here? Either do your job with integrity or go work for another team. I highly doubt that Art Rooney looked TJ Watt in the eye and said, "You're very fortunate to be a Pittsburgh Steeler." I don't think that Art Rooney is arrogant like that. I think he's a man of humility, has integrity, is humble, and I would bet my life that he did not say this to TJ Watt. Then the Pittsburgh Steelers are reporting their new details over the new throwback uniforms. I always loved the yellow helmets, the black jerseys, the white pants with the black and gold stripe down the side. I know a lot of fans didn't like the white pants, but hey, you got to mix up the uniforms somehow. I mean, I guess they could do the gold pants with the gold helmet. I'm not sure, but I didn't have any issues with it at all. I absolutely loved the gold helmet. Previously, team president and owner Art Rooney II announced that the Pittsburgh Steelers would have a new alternate uniform and helmet to be worn during the 2025 season. Now, there's a date tied to the unveiling of that uniform and helmet combination. According to Sports Logos Andrew Lynn, the Steelers will unveil the new uniforms and helmet right before the start of training camp. On July 21st, the Pittsburgh Steelers will unveil new yellow throwback helmets and matching uniforms, which our sources have now indicated will not be their current color rush design, but rather more closely resemble the throwback uniforms they wore from 2007 to 2011. As the striping patterns on the sleeves differ slightly, Lynn wrote regarding the date and the potential design for the Steelers. Previously, Lynn reported that the Steelers' new alternate helmet will be a revival of the old yellow helmets, which the Steelers wore from 1933 to 1962, and then used as an alternate at times from 2007 to 2011. The Steelers, according to Rooney, will wear the throwback helmet and uniform in their October 26th Sunday night football game at Acrisure Stadium against the Green Bay Packers. We are going to have a new throwback uniform this year, and with the new helmet to go with it, Rooney said via Bob Laprolio of Steelers.com. It'll be fun to wear our throwbacks against one of the older franchises in the league. That just seems to be appropriate. I absolutely love that R. Rooney is making the decision to unveil these uniforms against the legendary Green Bay Packers. It's going to be an awesome Sunday night football game at Acrisure Stadium. They really should copy the uniforms from All the Right Moves with the yellow helmet, the yellow jersey, and the black pants. You can't go wrong sticking to the tradition, not just the Pittsburgh tradition, but the culture of Pittsburgh, the long history of all the sports teams that played there, and the legendary movie with Tom Cruise and All the Right Moves. Aaron Rodgers is bonding with his new receivers in Malibu just a few short weeks after stating he was going to get new teammates to come out to Malibu for off-season workouts ahead of training camp. New Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers is hard at work on the bonding aspect of things, with Calvin Austin III already in Malibu and seemingly part of the wide receiver contingent that will be working out with Rodgers. Veteran Ben Skowronek now also appears to be among that group on the West Coast. In an Instagram reel posted by Skowronek, he can be seen catching alley-oops from Rodgers off of the backboard in a gymnasium, skying for dunks. Rodgers was surprised by Skowronek's abilities too. Really, Aaron, why is that? I'd love to know the real reason. I did not expect that, Rodgers said, laughing after another Skowronek dunk. According to the video on Skowronek's Instagram, check out Rodgers dishing out assists to Skowronek below.
I did not expect that.
It's great to see Aaron Rodgers bonding with his receivers and them all getting on the same page. I absolutely love it. From all reports, he also has a great rapport with DK Metcalf. So the sky is going to be the limit. I think it's going to be a great season, but the Pittsburgh Steelers really need to sign TJ Watt. And if TJ Watt gets traded, my season is going to be ruined before the first game even starts. With that being said, thanks for tuning in to Steel City Football, the 4-1-2.